Time for some more non-conference play, live and free on the OH Report. We've got some girls action within Knox County. The East Knox Lady Bulldogs set to take on the Mount Vernon Lady Yellow Jackets. It's Division II taking on Division VI. Coming up next, live and free on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Time now for your OH Report pregame show, brought to you by Knox Community Hospital. Jonathan Langdon with you live and free on the OH Report alongside Cray Faldy. And we've got a Division II versus Division VI matchup here today between two Knox County opponents, the Mount Vernon Lady Yellow Jackets, the Division II team, the Division VI team, of course, the hosting East Knox Lady Bulldogs. This is a matchup we don't see very much, but at the end of the season, it definitely helps you moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely, especially for East Knox to be able to play against a bigger school like this, especially one that's successful as Mount Vernon. Just all it's going to do is prep them for the tournament. So let's just see if they can hang with them for as long as possible and maybe pull a crazy upset here in Knox County.
Let's go ahead and talk about their opponents, the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets. Not only are they Division II, but they're one of the better teams in Division II. 15-4, 11-3 in their first season in the Licking County League.
Yeah, it's been a good move for them to get into the Licking County League instead of playing the Mansfields of the world and the Lexingtons. And not surprisingly, they've had a very successful first year.
So you see those last 3 wins. Those are just 3 of their what they're on currently, a 6-game winning streak. And as Cray alluded to, it's the first season away from the Ohio Cardinal Conference, and they've looked pretty good in it. The player spotlight today, there are a couple of options. Mount Vernon's a pretty deep team overall, but I think Kymber Bell in their recent game against Licking Valley had a double-double with 25 points.
Yeah, pulled a little Anthony Davis on them.
Yeah. So Kymber is going to be the key player. It's actually number 33 out on the floor, so keep an eye out for Kymber Bell.
5'11", but she will be facing off against 6'1" Sydney Opfer.
Yeah, so you see Mount Vernon out there warming up as we just get about set for tip-off. Let's go ahead and talk about the East Knox Lady Bulldogs. Lady Bulldogs, I think they've definitely improved from last year to this year.
Yeah, even from the start of this season to now, just see a ton of improvement back to back to back, and got about 500 record. Once again, playing against a Division II opponent's not going to hurt them at this point. Right now, you're kind of playing for a little bit of a seed in the tournament. If you could knock off a Division II school, maybe you'll bounce up a couple spots.
Yeah, 9-9 the overall record. The seeding, the draw was actually yesterday.
Oh, good.
And East Knox
Clue us all in.
Yeah, East Knox secured. It did come out of nowhere, but East Knox secured a bye because Centerburg opted to play their first round game.
Okay.
Centerburg will play Mount Gilead. Winner of that will take on East Knox. So they've got quite some waiting to do before they have to take on one of those 2 teams. But as we said earlier, this non-conference play is going to help them out a lot.
Oh, absolutely, especially if they have the opportunity. It looks like, I mean, if you go by record-wise only, which you should never do in a tournament, but you'll probably be facing Centerburg at the end of the day, assuming they knock off Mount Gilead. And Mount Vernon, Centerburg, you're going to have to play really, really well to beat either one of those teams. So a great opportunity for the Lady Bulldogs tonight.
You talked about Sydney Opfer earlier. What do you like about her game?
Well, I just think because she missed so many, she missed about the first dozen games or so. And since she's been back every single game, she seems to do better as far as scoring and rebounding. And the last time we saw her last week against Danville, she was a lot more aggressive than she had naturally been before. Sounds like she's going on to play Division III basketball, either Baldwin Wallace. I'm forgetting the other one that she was thinking about. But, you know, if she plays with a lot of aggression, you're going to be going against the young lady that you were talking about early, Kymber Bell, who's 5'11" senior. So it's a battle of tall seniors today, and we'll see how she does.
Yeah, and I also got to see Sydney play against Lucas last week, and she played pretty well there too. But I think what's really unique about this East Knox team overall is that they've got a lot of scorers. Nobody's over 10 points a game.
Yeah, they're very deep when it comes to the scoring part. But what I really like about them this year is they're great on the man-to-man defense. And then when they switch up to the 1-3-1, it's every bit as effective. So they can move from one to the other. Maybe can cause some confusion against Mount Vernon.
We'll take one quick break and come right back with your keys to victory, also the starting lineups and tip-off here tonight, live and free on the OH Report.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
and welcome back into the OH Report pregame show as we wrap things up before we get to tip-off here tonight between the East Knox Lady Bulldogs and the Mount Vernon Lady Yellow Jackets. Two schools very differing in size, but I think tonight we should see a pretty good competition. Let's go ahead and take a look at both of these teams' starters. We'll start with East Knox here today. They will start Melina Strebe, the sophomore 5'7" guard, along with number 11, Sydney Opfer. That's our player spotlight, the 6'1" post, also a senior. And then also another senior, Ella Diven, wears number 15. She is a 5'9" senior forward. Also number 35, Reese Todd, the senior 5'3" guard. And finally rounding out that starting lineup, number 23, Ava Fawcett, the sophomore 5'4" guard. For Mount Vernon, their starters will be Caitlin Thompson, the All-OCC honorable mention last year, the senior 5'9" guard wearing number 11, Caitlin Thompson, and also number 15, Isla Graham, a freshman 5'6" guard. Also number 21, Haley Burke, number 22, Maddie Jones, and number 33, Kymber Bell. And the PA announcer, I'm going to go with his pronunciation. It is Isla Graham. So, but she's a freshman, and I've seen some of their numbers from some of their box scores, and she's had some pretty good performances. So just a freshman on this squad for Mount Vernon. Watch out for her as well, wearing number 15.
Yeah, 3 more full years of her, so it's going to be pretty exciting for Mount Vernon. So I'm going to make an assumption that young, she's been playing a lot of ball, maybe outside of just high school, or junior high and high school, maybe some AAU, but I'm not sure. Interesting tonight that Molly Totten is not starting. I'm wondering if there's a sickness or something there, an injury.
Keys to victory for Mount Vernon. I think you just got to own the paint. Sydney Opfer is going to be tough to handle, but if you can get to her early, I think that'll help you out. And then also to win the 50-50 balls. Don't give East Knox any momentum to try and potentially win this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime, I love the key that you're talking about, the 50-50 balls. The last thing you want to do as a D6 school is get out hustled, or get out hustled by a D6 school rather, if you're at Mount Vernon.
And then for East Knox Lady Bulldogs, they're the underdogs here today, of course. But there are a couple things they can do to kind of help themselves out. Get some free points, draw some fouls, maybe try and get some of the bigger players for Mount Vernon in foul trouble, like a Kymber Bell. And then also team ball, we talked about it. They all seem to score right around each other, so right. I think if you could just stay as a team.
Yeah, don't rely on just one person, but go with the hot hand if you have it. I think they should get a lot of transition in order to get themselves those free points like you were talking about. So they're going to need to get the ball up and down the court quickly.
So wrap up your pregame show, brought to you by Knox Community Hospital. Want to thank the rest of our sponsors as well: Knox Public Health, Killbuck Savings Bank, North Central State College, also Spherion Mid-Ohio. Just about time for the first quarter. Sydney Opfer will go to the center circle. No shocker there. And live and free on the OH Report, we've got a non-conference battle within East Knox, within Knox County, between the Lady Bulldogs and the Lady Yellow Jackets, and Opfer wins the tip for East Knox, and they will start with the basketball. Across the timeline goes Melina Strebe. They're going to go right to Opfer. Inside out play. Diven wanted to shoot, got cut off. Now she'll give to Strebe in the corner. Good man defense so far from Mount Vernon.
It doesn't look like they're making any switches either, so they're staying just straight with their man.
Diven nearly lost it, hands it back off. Fawcett drive, kick, and a mid-range jumper from Opfer. She missed it. She knew she missed it right away. And Diven gets in there, gets the offensive board. She's the second leading rebounder in the Knox Morrow Athletic Conference, so right on brand for her to get the first board of the day. She has the basketball out top. Tried to find Strebe on a backdoor. That will go out of bounds.
Pretty good patience on that first possession. And as you were talking about Ella Diven being second leading rebounder, pretty strong effort for a senior that's only 5'9".
And VHS on the basketball here, wearing black today. 15-4 on the year. 11-3 in their first season of Licking County League action. And they draw a foul here. It looks like that will go on Reese Todd on the dribble drive by the freshman Graham. Get it inside off the inbound. No angle to shoot. Graham drives to her left, gets past the defender, picks up her dribble, tries to go inside, gets the ricochet.
East Knox showing their capabilities here on their defense, man-to-man.
Nearly got the steal right there. Ball keeps moving out for three. That one will not bounce in, and there's diving for another board on the miss by Maddie Jones. Play call from East Knox. Still in a nothing game. 2 minutes in, just one possession each. Todd gets the up fake, kicks inside. Offer will go right up with it and draw a foul, and that's what we were talking about. Try to get Kymber Bell in foul trouble. They already have her with one.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I liked about Sydney here recently. She's getting a little bit stronger as the season goes on, more aggressive, and as a result, she'll be at the free throw line. Usually a pretty good free throw shooter.
Swishes the first, so she will get one. First points of the night. Here's the second one up. And she'll see that one through as well. So 2-0 East Knox. They have an early lead. Are you surprised, Cray, that it's been this slow of a pace so far?
It's actually benefiting East Knox, that's for sure, but both teams are playing incredible defense at this point.
Ball inside, tipped out by Reese Todd. They were trying to get inside with Caitlin Thompson.
So I'm wondering if there's any credits available here for pizza from the two Durkos. Durkos of Howard versus Durkos of Mount Vernon. Winner takes all the pizza.
That would be a good promotion if they were to keep doing scheduling these games, because it's unique to see a matchup like this with a D2 up against a Division 6.
I think it's fun to have that kind of a game on your schedule.
It's the fifth time they've played since 2020. Here's a nice pass inside, and the bank shot for Kymber Bell. She's on the board.
Get a full court pressure here from Mount Vernon. Kind of surprised East Knox, I believe.
They're able to get out of it, however, and they're across the timeline. Todd, bounce pass inside. Divins blocked from behind. Nice recovery by Thompson. Straight vertical block as well.
Yes. Good no call by the official. It's easy to call that when they're flying in like that.
Baseline inbound, it'll be lobbed over the top, nearly taken away by the Lady Jackets. There's a high rainbow shot from East Knox. That won't go. Tied up 2-2 here in the first quarter with just about 3 minutes gone. Graham drives in, no good, off the window, offensive board, and then Offer gets the second miss. Fawcett down the floor, drives to the cup, a little short.
There's a nice drive by the sophomore there.
Rebound by Bell, she puts it up to her teammate. This is Haley Burke, cut off by Offer. Graham thought about the three. She'll now drive, kick back inside. There's another foul, and we've got more free throws coming. This will be Kymber Bell.
Some excellent passing today already, just in the first 4 minutes. Some beautiful bounce passes inside the paint, which is sometimes hard for taller players to handle those kind of passes. So it's good to see.
First free throw missed there. And I think that's overall been the improvement, especially in the KMAC, because I think we've just seen cleaner basketball from all 8 schools.
Yeah.
Mount Vernon takes the lead on that free throw. 3-2, all 3 points coming from Kymber Bell. Now we've got a foul from behind in the full court press.
I was thinking maybe he's going to call travel on that, but maybe she would have traveled because she got pushed on the call. Nice to be able to see that on replay if we had one.
Foul goes on Haley Burke. That'll be her first, team second. Fawcett gets the inbound, and we'll see another play call from East Knox to slow down this game. Graham putting the pressure on Ava Fawcett, the sophomore. Todd has the basketball. She loses it. Now Divin. Shields off a defender. Graham dives in to help. Forces the steal. Scooped up by Mount Vernon. Other way they go. Graham the layup. Too strong. And Offers in there. Loses the basketball, though, to roll out off of her. So Mount Vernon and East Knox, this will be their 5th time playing since 2020. East Knox Opfer so far, and none of the results have necessarily been close. But we're seeing it close here in the beginning stages halfway through this first quarter.
Yeah, East Knox, I'm not sure if Centerburg was wishing to have to play them in the second round already in the tournament, but once again, their defense is pretty strong.
Graham finds herself open for 3, can't get that one. Fight for the rebound, won by Fawcett. She's, however, trapped by this full court press that's starting to get to East Knox. She's able to get away there for now. Threads the pass to Strebe. There's Totten. She's back in the game, coming off the bench. Strebe gets it to Totten, gets inside, and scores. So right off the bench, Molly Totten stamps herself into this game. Solid showing from East Knox here in this first quarter.
Yeah, Coach Todd has to be very pleased with the effort she's gotten from her girls so far.
It's been a good job by Offer, kind of just rejecting Kymber Bell, any sort of space inside. She tips that ball out of bounds. Baseline inbound, they're looking for Bell, can't get it to her. Baseline drive, stripped away, turnover committed by Maddie Jones.
It's Mount Vernon's first turnover of the night.
Strebe facing some high pressure, baseline drive, too short on the floater. Under 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. Cross court pass. Tachif had it for a moment. Graham back on the ball, defended by Totten, hands it off. Graham drives middle, gets around her defender, goes up on Offer, can't get that, ends up in the hands of Totten. Totten is fouled in transition. That'll be the 3rd team foul on Mount Vernon with 2:21 to go in the first.
Mount Vernon a little bit surprised by the aggressiveness of the defense by East Knox here, just not getting into the flow of their offense.
First action of the day for Isabel Bostic. She'll inbound this.
Try to find Sydney Opfer inside if they could here. It seems like she's got her pinned pretty well.
She's open right now, but Strebe, facing so much pressure, couldn't even see her. Ends up getting fouled by Maddie Tachif. That'll be her first.
Officials aren't going to let them play a little bit of D2 basketball tonight, doesn't look like. They're going with kind of the small school calls so far. There she is in the middle.
Nearly got it to her, but it's taken away.
It's not a strong enough pass on that one.
Haley Burke ended up with it. She'll now give up. Here's Jones on the left wing. Drive and kick to the corner. This is Tachif. Can't get that. Good rebound by Offer. She gets it to Strebe, who throws it up down the court. Gets it right back from Totten. She'll drive, kick. New action for East Knox, as throwing that away out of bounds was number 22, Jasmine Smith. Yet another East Knox turnover.
Yeah, a couple of unforced errors there here in the first quarter, but I'm going to take the 4-3 score right now if I'm Coach Todd.
Just as many turnovers as points right now with 4 East Knox. That shot can't go. Looks like a foul underneath. They'll call that on Strebe.
I think it's just their 3rd. They still have 1 more to give before there's free throws. Only a minute 24 to go here, though.
So Strebe picks up her first. We'll have another baseline inbound with a minute 24 left in the first. Jones lobs over the top. Burke spins around, gets it to our near side. Tachif thought about another 3, instead gives it up. Coach Todd clapping on her East Knox defense so far. Mount Vernon finds it in the middle. They go back outside, far side corner, another 3 missed, but right there, ball just gracefully lands in the hands of Caitlin Thompson. She puts it in for 2 to take the lead.
Good way of putting it, because she wasn't even expecting it herself.
Totten wanted to find Offer. She wasn't looking at her. Smith will now go around to screen. Can't get her first effort. Gets the rebound, throws it up. Can't get that. And another surviving defensive possession by Mount Vernon, and they'll bring it up the floor with the lead. Under 30 seconds left.
We'll see if they'll hold for one or if they're going to be aggressive. My guess is they're going to try to score as soon as possible.
Dribble drive, Reese Lepley to the basket. Still a one-possession game, but it is 7-4. 10 seconds left. Offer trying to break the zone, gives to Bostic. Bostic takes a screen. She's now doubled. Baseline drive will go off the leg of Mount Vernon.
Have to have a quick shot here in the inbounds pass. Only 2.4 seconds to go in the first quarter.
See Graham come in maybe for some last-second defense. They'll go straight to Offer, but it is tipped away. There won't be a shot here at the end of the first quarter. Mount Vernon 7, East Knox 4. We'll take a break, come back live and free on the OH Report.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Here we go with the second quarter, live and free on the OH Report. Good to be back in the dog pound here in Howard, Ohio. Lady Bulldogs hanging tough with a higher division opponent in Mount Vernon. They had the lead for most of that first quarter.
Yeah, unfortunately just 1 for 8 from the field in that first quarter.
And that's credit to Mount Vernon's defense that they put on display, especially after that first basket went in. Because East Knox scored quite early, and then after that bucket, Mount Vernon kind of squared in, locked up. They recently took the lead as Strebe thought she got pushed from behind, missed the shot, out to Totten for 3. That's missed to the left. It will airball out of bounds.
Yeah, points might be hard to come by with that kind of defense out there from Mount Vernon. Once again, good prep for the tournament.
You're going to have to rely on your defense, which has even still been very solid this year. But a lot of weapons for Mount Vernon that have not got going yet. East Knox nearly out of steal there. It's a foul. So it'll be the first team foul of the quarter. It will go on East Knox.
Like a steal within the 1 second there. It's pretty interesting play. Never give up on the play. That play made by Isla Graham.
Ava Fawcett picks up the foul for East Knox. Lepley kicks. Finds herself back with the basketball as she steps into the mid-range area, tries to find Graham. And they play catch. Double teams from East Knox on those wings. It leaves open inside. Our player spotlight today for Mount Vernon, Kymber Bell. She continues to score with ease so far today. And behind the play, we've got a jump ball.
It stays with East Knox. Looks like Mount Vernon was looking for that post play in there with Sydney Opfer on the bench right now, getting a rest. Taking advantage of Kymber Bell's size, 5'11". Senior for Mount Vernon.
Yeah, and Divin's playing the middle of their press break. That's somewhere that you're used to having Offer at. So a little bit of a change, and that forces a turnover. Mount Vernon has the basketball, a chance to continue to extend their lead. That's now at 9-4.
Yeah, they're on a 6-0 run currently.
And they're going to get to the basket again. This is a blocking foul.
Oh.
Fans certainly not happy about it. We'll get a second look thanks to North Central State College.
Well, hometown fans, of course, don't like that call, but
Everybody's hometown today.
pretty much.
Just about a 10-minute drive, I would say, maybe 15 minutes
maybe
from
15.
Mount Vernon to
Yeah.
East Knox. Free throw up and good. Gives Mount Vernon 10 today. Kymber Bell, of those 10, has 6. And she makes the second free throw to give herself 7. 11-4. East Knox down 7 points.
Yeah, Coach Todd may be considering a first timeout here if things don't change.
Strebe misses another layup short. Mount Vernon corrals the rebound. Ball's tipped out of bounds. That will be last off the Lady Bulldogs.
An 8-0 run right now for Mount Vernon. Starting to take a little bit of control here.
Coach Short draws up the play.
And Coach Todd has gone into her 1-3-1 zone defense.
Trap in the corner for East Knox. Mount Vernon gets out of it. They go to Graham, the freshman. Stops at the elbow. Back out to the near side corner. Still no threes have fallen for either team today. Strebe quickly down the floor, turns it over. Graham the steal.
There's 6 turnover the first half.
Baseline drive, pass inside, easy layup. Mount Vernon's got a 9-point lead, and 9 points also for Kymber Bell.
Yes. Quietly starting to dominate the game by herself in there.
Jasmine Smith facing tight pressure. Loses it, but Strebe's there.
Yeah, Mount Vernon is not backing off of a very aggressive man-to-man defense here.
Fawcett tries to spin around. Good defense still by Mount Vernon. Totten picks up her dribble, tries to find Smith on a back door. That she does, and she's fouled.
Yeah, it just seems like everywhere East Knox wants to go, there's a Mount Vernon player right there to help out. Been a very difficult opportunities for East Knox today, as Coach Todd substitutes 2 at one time, trying to change some sort of momentum without taking a timeout.
Lob over top to Offer, handoff to Bostic, who's just checked in. She'll pass inside to Smith, threaded a needle, and the basket counts.
Good, strong, aggressive move
Got the nice
from
bounce off the
Jasmine
rim.
Smith.
So counted in the foul. Jasmine's got 1 at the line, and that's going to be the second foul on Maddie Tachif. She'll stay in the game. Free throw missed short. Long rebound. In by the Lady Jackets.
They're extending their half-court defense, all the way to half-court.
Graham dribbles up the middle. Has it ripped away. Good job by Bostic getting in there. Pass up ahead to Smith. Into the corner. Fawcett squares up a long 2. Side of the backboard that hits.
Not sure if that was deflected or not.
Tachif tried to pass inside. It's tipped. Offer got a hand on it. Right now, Mount Vernon really liking those baseline drives. And they're trying to kick it down low, but Offer's kind of picking up on that. We'll see the first time out of the game. It's called by Coach Short in Mount Vernon.
Yeah, East Knox struggling from the field so far. That'd be 1-2 of 14 so far. While Mount Vernon has scored 4 of their last 5 attempts.
But you got to like where you're at, 13-6.
Yeah.
We're
Low is
inside
good.
inside the huddle for Mount Vernon as they try to get some energy and get back out to a bigger lead. East Knox on the other end, trying to talk things over, kind of pick up on some tendencies.
Yeah, I'm sure that Coach Todd has got a little insider trading going on, going for the under on FanDuel tonight.
I mean, that's the game plan. If you want to beat this Mount Vernon team, try to keep up defensively.
Let the clock tick.
Halfway through the second quarter as we resume play. First time out of the day was called by Mount Vernon, even though they do have a 7-point lead. Offensive rebound, kick out for 2. Long jumpers in from Haley Burke. Intensity picks up from Mount Vernon. Fawcett, quick first step, can't bank that home. Graham hauls in the rebound. Outlets to Burke. Back and forth between Burke and Graham. Burke drives in and is not going to get that basket. Thought she was going to get the lucky bounce. Did not quite. Quickly the other way. East Knox with Reese Todd. Hard shot off the glass, but it is a foul, so Reese is going to shoot 2.
She was going in awfully fast there. I don't know if maybe I would have just kind of let her go. It looked like she was going to dart that one off the board. A foul nonetheless, or 2 free throws. East Knox 4th and 5th free throws of the game.
So Reese Todd, the 5'3" senior lefty, throws up the first free throw and gets it in, so it's now 15-7. Third team foul on Mount Vernon in the quarter. Jasmine Smith will take a seat. Coming in, Ella Diven. And Todd misses the second. Good rebound by Mount Vernon. Lepley hauls it in, gives it to her guard. Here's Burke again. Mount Vernon still analyzing this 1-3-1 on with East Knox that East Knox is running. They go quickly from one side to the other, and it results in a long-range 3 from the far side corner.
That's 12 points now for Kymber Bell.
Fawcett finds Todd. Just not enough space right now for any sort of shots for East Knox. Offer with a head of steam. Gives to Bostic. Stopped at the free throw line. She'll spin around, try to get inside. Gets a good shot off, just couldn't make it. And now a foul. No, a jump ball. Good job by Diven. Arrow, however, does point to Mount Vernon. Coach Short not happy with the jump ball call.
No, Elle's very aggressive, and I like having her at the top of the 1-3-1 zone. You've got Sydney Opfer right in the middle.
Yeah, so Diven's going to be the one putting pressure on here on this defense. That ball's ripped away. Diven scoops it up. Todd leads the break. Bobbled the dribble, so she has to hold up. Bostic on a baseline drive, finds Offer. Jumper rattles in. East Knox down 9. They've got 9 on the game. 18-9 the score.
It'll be important for East Knox to maybe win these last 2 minutes of the first half.
Near side corner, trying to get another 3. Only 1 has fallen so far for Mount Vernon. Minute and a half left. Offer squares up, finds Diven, top of the key, way short on the 3, but right there is Offer. Put back, no. Tip out of bounds, last off Mount Vernon.
It's a little bit too far underneath the basket when Sydney got the ball there. Tried to maybe a power dribble there to take a step back, get yourself a better angle next time.
Try to feed Diven inside. She's fouled as the double came over. Be the 4th team foul for Mount Vernon. One more will send send East Knox to the line the rest of the way.
As you mentioned at the start of the game, maybe it's now time for some free point opportunities.
Try to draw some fouls. Nobody really open right now. Dive in the intended target. She dives on the basketball, keeps it alive, but she did travel. That was a good effort from Ella, just on the rollover.
She just took a little carry there.
Yeah.
You got to dribble that luggage.
And usually some people don't agree with rollovers counting as travels, but I think that's a pretty good case of why it is.
You can take advantage if that was allowed.
1 minute left in the second. Graham in a double, gets it out. Burke loses her lane, ends up giving it back to the freshman. Air ball on the shot from Graham. Back out to Burke, left wing three. Can't get that. Offensive rebound. Mount Vernon's got a third chance.
Ooh.
Far side corner, there. Another three falls for Bell.
15 here in the first half for Kymber Bell.
30 seconds now. Fawcett, full head of steam to the basket. She is fouled, so that'll be the 5th team foul, and free throws are coming anyways on the shooting foul. But Ava Fawcett will be the one to shoot him, the sophomore. Fawcett's first is short.
Hopefully they can get this down to 10 points by halftime. Free throw here, a steal, maybe an offensive rebound, what you see right there.
And Opfer finishes. Spoken into existence, Cray.
It was that easy.
I think East Knox fans want you to do a little bit more of that in the second half. Ooh. Got an offensive foul right there.
Yeah, they're going to go to the line for a couple opportunities for free points. Or, no, that's an offensive foul.
Yeah, offensive foul.
They'll take it out of bounds, rather.
So that one gets picked up.
Like the officials are laughing at each other because the one official didn't want to switch.
Yeah.
Too long of a walk to the other end of the court.
Foul goes on Graham. She's off to the bench with 2 fouls. 7 seconds left. Dive-in loses it out of bounds, but it is last off of Mount Vernon. 5.8 on the clock.
Didn't hear any of the East Knox girls yelling. When I was a coach, I always had them yell a certain phrase like eagle or something. That way you know somebody's coming in from behind you.
Offer, catch and shoot.
Back to back for Offer.
No time for a shot. And as you said, they wanted to get back within 10. They actually get within 8.
Yes, and they did win the last 2 minutes of the quarter or the half. So great job by East Knox getting back in the game.
21-13. We'll take a halftime break and come back with some numbers live and free on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
And welcome back live and free on the OH Report for your halftime show, brought to you by Knox Community Hospital. Jonathan Langdon, Cray Faldy, also Brandon Powell, your camera operator today, as we have a 21-13 halftime between the Yellow Jackets and the Lady Bulldogs. And I think if you're looking at East Knox and the score right now at half, you got to like what you're seeing.
Yeah, the lower the score, the better for them, and the last 2 minutes was very important to them. They scored the last 4 points of the half as well. So pretty exciting for them, and to be that close and only shooting 5 of 20 in the first half. I think Mount Vernon's defense is so good, that man-to-man defense. East Knox usually has a lot more three-point attempts because there's a lot more zone played in the K-MAC, so maybe a little bit surprising they're just not getting any threes off.
Yeah, you see the numbers right there on your screen. So East Knox, I thought they were rebounding a little bit better than the numbers suggest, but I think still they're doing a solid job just keeping with them in pretty much every sort of category. They're close, I would say, in pretty much all of them. They're also not nearly fouling as much.
Yeah, I mean it's been a solid effort all the way through. You don't want to be disappointed by only being down by 8, but I think if they play that way, maybe get a couple more shots to drop, might have a better game than we thought we were going to have.
I also want to take some time to talk a little bit about postseason because it is coming up quickly, and both teams were drawn into the tournament yesterday. And East Knox, they will take on either Centerburg or Mount Gilead. We mentioned that earlier in our pregame show. But Mount Vernon, on the other side of things, they're going to be the 5 seed in Division II, and they're in Central 4 District. They're going to take on Columbus Briggs next Saturday, and that is a 5 versus 6 matchup. So it's a region, or it's a district where they're favored to make the district final, but then they'll run into a 3 seed. I don't remember the school, but it'll be a 3 versus 5 district championship.
Yeah, that's the most exciting time of the year for almost all schools, but there's no easy task down that Central Division down that way. D2, you just got to play good every single night and maybe even get a little bit of luck on the way as well. Yeah, East Knox, just unfortunate they got to pull Centerburg. I'm not sure what seed they were.
They were
number 2 in that division, and to have to play them right out the door. But, hey, you know what? They pulled up upsets before. You never know.
Yeah, for sure. And then the other side of that bracket, not nearly as – it's not necessarily desirable either, obviously, because you got the 1 seed on that side. But it's interesting because one thing I always like to note is I got to watch Mount Gilead play later last week, a couple days ago. They took on an Elgin team that was really solid. They beat them by 20 points.
Oh, wow.
It was a big upset. I was not expecting it at all. And I always know Mount Gilead, they pick it up in the postseason. And they play Centerburg first round. What could possibly happen?
Oh, gosh.
We have no idea.
Yeah, you've seen them twice this year, right?
Yep.
So I love seeing some K-MAC action even in the tournaments.
That's an interesting section as well because it's 3 teams that are going to have to play each other no matter how it ends up.
Yes, yep. Third time's a charm, maybe.
Start of the second half, Sydney Opfer gets up a jumper for East Knox, tries to fight for the basketball after the miss, can't get it. And Burke will cross court. Graham steps to her left, kicks. Ball at the free throw line now with Kymber Bell at 15 points in that first half. Hop step into the lane, bank shot through. Mount Vernon back to a 10-point lead after the bank shot from Maddie Jones.
All the way down the court. Missed a bunny.
Ball still being fought for, and now we see a foul. Divin hit the floor hard.
She spends a lot of time on the floor, that's for sure. Very aggressive player.
She'll pick up the foul as well. She's going to go off to the bench, too. She doesn't.
Yes, looks like she's holding her head a little bit there, so hopefully they'll give her a little bit of a break. And hopefully she'll be okay. So
she'll go down with what appears to be a head injury, and she also goes out with 3 fouls. Be the first team foul of the half. It goes on East Knox. Right wing. Ball worked back inside. Bell kicks. Graham Top of the key, it works around to Burke. Can't get that shot right there. Bell, the rebound, goes right in to Jasmine Smith, and she scores again.
That's pretty quiet 17 points there.
Todd misses everything with that shot. And we'll stay on this end.
And not what you wanted in the first minute of the second half if you're East Knox. Quick 4 points by Mount Vernon. 0 for 3 from the field is East Knox. Very similar to the first quarter.
Smith finds Opfer in the post, faces up on her defender, and now gets stripped by Jones, but they'll call a reach in.
Yeah, we'll see if he's going to give it to her on the floor or if she was shooting, and underneath the basket it goes. Third foul.
Yeah, so she'll have to go to the bench. Jones. She was really the player that was getting them off to a solid start here in the third quarter, but now she'll have to go sit. Strebe stripped away.
That man-to-man defense, they're all over the court out there. Not afraid to reach in.
Tachif shoved as she drove. Tried to get a pass in. It's taken away by the Lady Bulldogs. Smith, coast to coast. Shot looked to be rejected. Blocked out of bounds by Bell.
That's another one of those ones you want to make a nice play, but I might want to let that one go too. I don't
Yeah,
think
she
they
seemed
had
to be
any
going
choice.
up for the shot from way too far from the basket.
Yeah.
Opfer throws up a prayer, can't get it, and now we'll see a foul as the rebounder tried to curl around and caught some arm from East Knox.
Yeah, Sydney was in the middle of a jump hook on that one, I think, but caught herself off balance.
That foul goes on Smith. That's her first. Quick 2 fouls on East Knox here in the first minute and a half of the third.
East Knox picking up full court here, just going man-to-man.
That
And a
ball
quick
anticipated. Good steal by Smith. It's a 2-on-2. Goes to the basket. Can't get it, but she does get a whistle. So we'll have 2 free throws coming for Jasmine.
Good steal and a good take to the hoop, and that time she went in with the right angle. I like it when they get on a break like that and there's nobody beside them or in front of them and you just keep going no matter what. And she was a little bit better in control there.
She had an and one earlier. Can't connect on this first free throw, so Jasmine will stay put at 2 points. 0 for 2 from the line so far today.
She's a junior, so they're going to be needing her to take the place of, I think they've got 5 seniors on the squad.
Yeah. And no freshmen, which is the other interesting thing about this team.
Yeah, it's very odd. Hope the 8th grade had a lot of players.
Tachif, far side corner, gives it back out top. Bell works the basketball around. Lepley denied. Todd with the tight defense. 2 minutes into this third quarter. Good ball movement from Mount Vernon. Tachif steps in for a long 2. Can't get that. Rebound still in there. Was Bell. She had it ripped away. Five and a half minutes to go in the third. Now we got a hard screen and an offensive foul.
Yep. You see that on a replay. Interesting. It must have been her making the contact first. It did not look like she was moving that much, but maybe
Yeah, she kind of got shaken back from just the contact, but that was pretty much it. Everyone in the gym seemed to agree. No outcries necessarily, as Mount Vernon has an offensive possession here. They get an offensive board, and it's an easy lay-in. Lady Jackets up 27-13. Another turnover from East Knox. Burke drives through the heart of the defense. Big collision. Tachif left open for 3 in the chaos. Fawcett gets the long rebound, brings it up the floor across the timeline.
East
Also
Knox
looking
is
for
yet to
someone to
score here in the
pass
third
to.
quarter.
Smith draws a foul on the offensive board. Some more collisions.
It's getting pretty rough out there.
More free throws from Jasmine Smith incoming.
Missed her last two.
Gets her first free throw to fall today. And East Knox sets their first point of the quarter.
It has been a 3.5 minute lull for him. Not the way you want to come out in the third quarter. Coach Todd with a bevy of timeouts left. Maybe no need to save them.
Goes 2 for 2 that time. Tachev catches it, surveys the floor, watches the East Knox full court press here, trying to get back into this ball game. Down 12 now. Burke steps away, gets the basketball back. Keeps her dribble alive, backdoor cut, finds Lepley, can't bank it in. Smith, nice rebound.
She missed the bunny on that one. Opportunity for East Knox here.
Bostic tries to drive. She's cut off well, and Mount Vernon forces another turnover. Lepley, nice bounce pass from Tachev to the lane. Kymber Bell finishes it off.
21 tonight. She's definitely solid around the basket. Doesn't miss inside.
Now we see a timeout from Andy Todd as it looked like they were about to turn it over again. It's the first timeout of the day called by East Knox, down 29-15.
Yeah, 8-2 run here by Mount Vernon in the start of the third quarter. Putting East Knox in a little bit of jeopardy here. Not sure if they've got the firepower to come back from 14 down.
As we take this time out, I want to take a second to thank our sponsors here today. Knox Public Health, committed to the health of the community by promoting healthy lifestyles, preventing illness, and protecting the community. Also, Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community. Also, Killbuck Savings Bank, North Central State College, and Spherion Mid-Ohio. So Mount Vernon 29, East Knox 15. And the third quarter, it's gotten away from the Lady Bulldogs. What do you think the big factor, Cray, has been in Mount Vernon kind of building out this lead even more?
Yeah, well, they're shooting about 50% here in the second half. East Knox is 0 for 5 from the field, missed a couple of free throws as well. It just looks like it's time to getting overpowered right now, basically. And Kymber Bell, very quiet, 21 points.
Yeah.
But she's just pretty darn good underneath the basket there.
Yeah, she's been in the right place at the right time, too. Her teammates finding her pretty well.
Looks like for the first time tonight that Mount Vernon has changed it up to a 2-3 zone.
Yeah, maybe sort of a match 2-3 because low player inside. Bell was kind of following Opfer outside. There's a foul here, so East Knox will have the baseline out.
Yeah, and you'll see that a lot from a 2-3 zone. If somebody goes to the high post, it's kind of a foul. It becomes a 2-1-2 usually.
Totten finds an open Opfer, banks it in.
Well-designed play.
She's got 10 points. She has been what's been working so far for East Knox. Want to try and find her more in this second half than you did, I would say, in the first half, even though she still had 8 points.
Yeah, got to take advantage of that size. I mean, Kymber Bell's playing a great game, but Sydney's, a couple inches taller. She's got a very long wingspan.
Looks like we had a confusion here as East Knox thought it was their ball, but no, it's Mount Vernon basketball here.
Sometimes they just point the wrong direction.
Yeah.
They got it right.
Ball over the top, nearly turned over by Mount Vernon. They have it here, though, with Burke. Open lane to drive for the sophomore. She can't get that one. It'll go out of bounds off East Knox, though.
Nice
Maddie
Euro
Jones
on that one. Split the seam.
All over the top on a baseline inbound. Burke, nice hesitation move. Just can't get the layup. A couple of missed opportunities underneath the basket for Mount Vernon. This time it'll lead to an open look for East Knox. They can't convert, but they get the rebound. Fawcett, mid-range jumper, in and out. Third chance for East Knox. Opfer will square it away from three. Knew she missed it right away. Tried to go get it. But Bell right there for the board.
They had a great opportunity to get within 10 right there, and they couldn't convert.
Another offensive board. Second offensive rebound. Ball works around to Bell. She makes her third three of the day. That's a killer if you're East Knox.
Yeah, you're not expecting their center to pop out there and bury 3 3-pointers on you.
She now has 24 on the day. Quite the performance from the senior.
Very impressive. Had 25 last game, if I remember, and 24 already here with a minute and a half to go in the third.
Isabel Bostic scores on the other end for East Knox. A big collision here, as it will be a foul on the Lady Bulldogs. So stay with Mount Vernon. Minute 37 left here in the third. Mount Vernon has built their lead here in this third frame.
It's been 11-6 scoring-wise in favor of Mount Vernon.
Second foul on Jasmine Smith. Offer to the bench, so she'll get some rest here with the final 1.5 minutes.
And Ella diving back in. She's got to be careful, though. She's got 3 fouls. Turnover right there by Mount Vernon.
Steal by Bostic on the inbound. Totten finds herself underneath, dishes it off, and now we see a travel before the pass on Totten.
Yeah.
Get a second look at this thanks to
So
North Central State
a step
College.
backwards there. Look, it might have been her pivot foot that moved backwards.
Yeah. So another giveaway. Jones tries to lob a pass into her teammate, ends up with the intended target. No angle to shoot, ball out on the 3-point line. Burke stops her dribble, finds Jones, right wing, she walks.
A little happy feet here in the last 30 seconds. Down by 13, minute 5 to go here in the third quarter. East Knox needs a little bit of momentum. Hoping for a late rally here in the third, heading into the fourth.
Strebe holds onto the basketball for East Knox as they try to get back into this game. It's going to take some sort of offensive explosion, but they've got the players out there right now that have really had it going, and one of them, Jasmine Smith, gets them closer.
Yeah, she's having a really nice game so far today. Very aggressive, not afraid to take the ball to the hoop.
6 points for Smith. Nearly got the steal there, but it leads to an easy basket on the other end. And there's yet another score for Mount Vernon. 26 points on the game for Bell now.
She's outscoring East Knox all by herself here.
21.1 as this ball ends up out of bounds. Sideline out here for East Knox. Strebe directing some of her teammates. Gives to Bostic. Bostic forces up a shot. Bell the rebound. She's trapped. Gets it to her guard with 5 seconds left. Burke splits a double. Finds an open Tachif on the right wing for 3. And it rattles in to end the third on a high note for the Mount Vernon Lady Jackets.
It's great court awareness and time awareness all at the same time.
That makes it 37-21. We'll take a break and have your fourth quarter on the way on the OH Report.
better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Got money time on the way. 8 minutes to go here in this contest between Mount Vernon and East Knox. Lady Bulldogs, they've hung in there for the first 2.5 quarters. Third quarter started to get a little bit away. It's a 16-point lead now for the Lady Jackets. Back in the game, Isla Graham steps through and draws contact, so she will go to the line.
Yeah, looking for her first points of the game, the freshman.
And I don't know how to describe it, but Isla Graham, I think, just has the mannerisms on the court that you can tell she's going to be something.
Yeah, she's a player already. No points, but that's meaningless because she's had a good ball game. Good court awareness, play with great confidence. She's really not a freshman anymore at this point, right?
Yeah. Once you get this late in the season, you're experienced enough.
Yeah.
Especially with her, who's probably been playing most of the year for Mount Vernon on their varsity squad.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Gets the second free throw. She's got a point today. Makes it 38-21. Fawcett will trigger a three. Still no triples today for the Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's only their fourth attempt at a three, and that's maybe their only chance with them playing a 2-3 zone. Maybe they'll get some three-point opportunities.
Yeah, I was going to say they're going to need them here in this fourth to start falling. Because it's hard to make up 17 points inside the paint.
Yeah.
Especially with 7.5 minutes left. Here is Graham.
Yeah, 21 points total. Expecting 17 in one quarter is going to take a lot.
Short on the three there, Mount Vernon. Offer gives to Diven. Strebe cut off, tried to drive baseline. She'll now go the other way and give to Fawcett. Todd looking for Offer, turns it over, and a good job by Tachif. She draws the foul on Sydney. That'll be Offer's first.
Sydney with 10 today.
That ball tipped out of bounds, stays with Mount Vernon. One sub will be made. Cora Rickett to the bench. In comes Burke. And then also one more change. You'll have Caitlin Thompson return to the contest. And Reese Lepley will take a seat. Burke maneuvers the floor. Retreats back to her freshman, Graham. Tachif, catch and shoot. In and out. Pass just a little bit behind Offer, forces her to pick up the dribble.
Well,
now Strebe loses it out of bounds.
yeah, another unforced error. Mount Vernon, 4 of their last 5 shots have been from three-point range, burying 2 of them.
High pressure from Strebe. Burke, hesitation move, gets past her. Now on the near side baseline, finds open inside. Another basket for Bell.
Yeah, she gets free in the lane. That's 2 points, almost automatic.
She's now got 28. We'll see a timeout from Mandy Todd. Second timeout called for East Knox. And how about the day, silently but surely, that Kymber Bell has had? She was our player spotlight today. We kind of saw this coming, but the nonchalantness of her performance tonight, I think, is what surprised us both.
You took the words right out of my mouth, because it's just maybe effortless. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Because she's just smooth as silk, whether it's from three or whether she's inside. And she doesn't look like she's going up all that strong, but she's got the perfect position. Her body, her shoulders, everything is always in the right spot. So fundamentally solid.
And from downtown, I think she's 3 for 3. I don't think she's missed from beyond the arc.
I believe you're right. Yep. 28 points for her tonight. Incredible.
And I'm sure she's close to a double-double as well if she hasn't already gotten it. That's reverse play from Diven. Can't get it in. And Offer tips it out of bounds. Nearing a 20-point lead, Mount Vernon will have a chance to eclipse that here with this possession.
Yeah, Diven's struggling a little bit today with just 1 point. She normally averages a little bit better than that.
Crossover move by Burke, but double forces her to pick up the dribble, goes to Graham near side. Mount Vernon was in a pickle there for a moment, gets it away. Lepley dribbles back to the top, gives to Graham. Freshman, drive, kick, and inside again. Counted in the foul for Bell. She's got 30.
Be interesting to know what her career high is.
Probably what we're seeing today.
Maybe. If you're streaming with us or listening, let us know.
Yeah. Make it 31. We'll have to ask her, too, when she comes up here for our MVP.
Yeah. I think there's no doubt about her in the MVP question mark.
Another miss by Offer, and we'll see a jump ball. Arrow points toward East Knox.
Not sure if I'm correct in saying this, but Sydney scored here in the second half.
Yeah, she got 2 points in the third.
2 points in the
other
third.
than that, yeah,
Yep.
she's been locked up.
Yep.
I'll go straight to her here. She's left open. Doesn't take the shot. Instead goes to Reese Todd in the corner. Can't get that three. She'll get it back here. Gives to Diven. And Diven moves around the floor. Gets open for three in the near corner. Misses long. That ball takes a couple deflections. East Knox steals it. Fawcett, the sophomore, cut off, gives it out to Todd, gets it back. Goes into Offer, fake to the right, goes to the left, loses it in the air.
Stripped away.
Burke splits the double, finds Lepley open in the corner. That hits the tape. That'll be out of bounds. Four and a half minutes left in the fourth. We'll see a sub. Autumn Lehman, the junior 5'6" guard, will check in for the first time today. And Reese Todd to the bench.
Be interesting to see when Coach Short pulls his starters here eventually.
Fawcett nearly threw it away. Diven catches it with one hand, drives in, short on the layup. Good win there inside by Rickett to get the rebound and get it out to Burke, who has it now.
That was a nice little fight inside and she came away.
Rickett now has it. Wanted to drive baseline, cut off by a double, retreats to the three-point line and finds Bell. Free throw line runner, no good. Bell snatches the rebound, gives it back out for Rickett, who joins the three-point party for Mount Vernon. It's now a 25-point edge for the Lady Jackets.
Yeah, a whole different game than what we saw in the first quarter, that's for sure. They only had 7 points in the first quarter. Now they've got 46.
No good on the shot by Opfer.
Shooting woes continue for East Knox.
And there's another foul on them. That's the 4th in the quarter.
Only 3 for 19 here in the second half, making them 8 for 39 from the field. And Kymber Bell will sit down with 31 points.
Good performance from the senior 5'11 center. Even against the likes of Sydney Opfer, able to have her way.
Absolutely.
Got to credit the game plan from Coach Short as well. Able to find her open with Opfer kind of taken away from the equation a lot today.
Yeah, they've been playing a lot of man-to-man as Lady Bulldogs have, and Sydney gets out of position a little away from the hoop, and they take advantage of it like that.
Lepley defended by Diven, gives it off. This is number 5, Gabby Beck, getting her first action wearing number 5 in black.
She's only a sophomore.
And as the play progresses, there's a bucket inside for number 1, Cora Rickett. In for East Knox for the first time, number 2, Chloe Tucker has the basketball here. Gives back to Totten. To Offer in the post, she's triple teamed. And Diven takes advantage and knocks down the mid-range jumper. (48-23) with 2 minutes to go.
That is Diven's first bucket of the game.
Baseline drive. Cross-court pass. Lepley open for 3. Short there. Ball tipped up. And Mount Vernon will be the first to the glass. Lepley drives. Diving with a nice deflection, but it'll go off of her out of bounds. And now done for the day, it appears. Graham will go to the bench. Gets an ovation from the Mount Vernon faithful who made the harrowing trip out here today.
Yeah, the tough trip down a mean Route 36.
Nice active hands by Offer, getting the steal there with 1.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, a little sloppy here.
Diven, top of the key. Still no threes for East Knox. That ball ends up with Lehman. Back inside, Offer counted in the foul. Nice little sequence there for East Knox as Offer finds herself open, gets up to 12 points. Draws the foul on Avery Traber.
Don't have her season stats in front of me. Usually a really good free throw shooter.
Can she convert the three-point play? It'll be a lane violation if it's missed. It is not, so it's now 48-26.
That's about the 34th time I've seen that. Sydney has that kind of hesitation up there when she gets the ball above her shoulder.
Backdoor cut. Tachif didn't have anything, goes back outside. Lepley loses it on the way on her drive, and now the ball's on the floor to be a jump ball. Arrow to East Knox.
A relatively clean game as far as turning the ball over. You know, like a dozen for Mount Vernon, only 14 for East Knox. Quick-paced game as well.
It's picked up especially here in the second half. That's for sure. Offer back in the post, sitting on 13 points. Gives it out. Diven will shoot one up, hits off the top of the backboard.
She's laughing at herself. Pulled the trigger a little too hard that time.
Yeah, kind of just caught it and shot it. Didn't think too much about it.
Yep.
Lehman plays the defense here for East Knox on the ball handler, Rickett. Finds Beck. Lepley now with it. She's stripped by Diven. It'll roll out of bounds. 22-point lead for Mount Vernon here in the final seconds.
Yeah, not unexpected. Truly a D2 winning program against a solid D6 squad in East Knox. Still like the scheduling of it.
Yeah, D6 squad in East Knox. That will be the number 9 seed in the Central District. They will have a bye, but they'll play either KMAC opponent Centerburg or Mount Gilead next. Or it's actually going to be not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after, the 18th. So still a lot of time before that playoff game, but they do have a couple more games on the schedule as Opfer can't get that to go. East Knox will play Thursday at Mansfield Christian, Saturday at Hillsdale. That will end their regular season. Final score here today from East Knox High School. Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets, they take care of business 48-26 over the East Knox Lady Bulldogs. We'll take a break, come back with our MVP of this one, Kymber Bell, live and free on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, but you know
Time now for your post-game show on the OH Report. Final score here between Mount Vernon and East Knox. Your post-game show brought to you by Knox Community Hospital. It's a final 48-26. Lady Jackets get the win. So, Craig, just quickly, let's talk about these numbers because I think the big factor in this one is East Knox. They had some good looks. They just weren't able to shoot too well from the field.
Yeah, when you shoot 10 for 43, it's only a 23% performance tonight. And 0 for 8 from the three-point line. Great defense by Mount Vernon. Really got in their face on the man-to-man. I think it surprised them a little bit. They play against a lot of zone in the KMAC, and Mount Vernon's pressure was just too much for them to handle.
Yeah, so Mount Vernon moves to 16-4 on the year. East Knox, they'll go back under 500 at 9-10. We'll take a quick break. We've got our MVP standing by. We'll talk to her in a few moments. Kymber Bell joins us.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, but you know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can't move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got.
Time now for your Killbuck Savings Bank MVP. Kymber Bell joins us after the Lady Jackets get a big win over East Knox. Scoring a career-high 31 points. How does that feel?
Feels good.
That's awesome to hear. So coming into this game, D2 coming up against the Division 6, trying to just tune things up before the postseason. How did you feel you guys did executing?
I feel like we did pretty good. I think we would have played better if we would have came out first quarter, done a little better. But overall, I think we played really good.
Yeah, what do you think the change there was between the first quarter, maybe a little bit of the second quarter, but then coming out of the second half, you guys really took care of business? What do you think you changed there?
I think we came out and played more as a team. Coach gave us good pep talk. We just came out and played our game.
For sure. Well, so for you, coming into your senior year, you join a new conference. You guys have played pretty well in that conference. How do you feel about overall your senior season has been, especially with the record you guys have right now?
I think it's been really good. I think we've played good for the most part. We've lost to a few teams in the conference, but they're tough teams, and I think we've done good overall.
Yeah, and then you're kind of coming down to some of your final games. But postseason, what are some goals for you guys to try and go out on a good note?
We're trying to finish up our last two games to win. Then we're gonna get ready to play our first tournament game, try to get that win, try to get to the district championship.
Is that kind of your goal right there, district championship? You think you can get there? All right, for sure. Good to hear. So final question for you, not really a question. Take a look at the camera, give any shout-outs you want.
Shout out to my teammates and my coach.
All right, Kymber Bell joins us after a career-high performance. Congrats.
Thanks.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
And we wrap up our post-game show after talking with Kymber Bell. Career high 31 for her. They get the win as well, 48-26. And Mount Vernon, they've got a couple more games left to go in the season. Their next three games, they'll play Wednesday against Lakewood at home, And then Saturday they'll have their senior night against a Granville team that sits 18-2 right now. That's a really tough team, and that's going to be their last conference game of the year and the last game of the regular season. So this is now a 7-game winning streak, just trying to go into top form when you get to that game against Granville.
Yeah, that game against Granville could be something really special, and the nice thing about that is that prepares you for the tournament about as good as anything. Conference foe, probably for the championship, get you ready to get rolling.
Yeah, so East Knox, they've dropped 2 straight now. They had a 3-game winning streak before their last game against Loudonville, but now they're starting to go a little bit more towards the downward spiral. But they've got a couple games to change that up. Thursday they play at Mansfield Christian. Saturday they're at Hillsdale, so their home season is done after today. But still, a couple of good opportunities to win, and then you've got the playoffs coming up.
Right, and being on the road the last 2 games is kind of a good practice for the tournaments because you'd almost never have a home game, obviously, in the tournament. So being on the road is probably a good thing for them. Hopefully they can get themselves to play 500 for the season and get a couple more wins to make them, that'd be 11-10.
So again, final score, Mount Vernon 48, East Knox 26. Lady Jackets moved to 16-4 on the year. East Knox back down to 9-10 overall this season. That'll wrap it up for us here from East Knox High School. Jonathan Langdon, Craig Faldy. On camera today, Brandon Powell. Also, thank you to all of our sponsors once again. They will be scrolling through your screen one final time. Knox Public Health, Knox Community Hospital, Killbuck Savings Bank, North Central State College, and Spherion Mid-Ohio. That'll do it for us. We'll see you next time here live and free on the OH Report.